Manny Mua and Nicole Consilio have come under fire recently. Rumour has it that they were allegedly lying to their fans about the new Morphe Foundation collab. Morphe has recently released a 60-shade foundation range. The foundation is for quote-unquote all babes. They had taken to Instagram to share the launch and everyone seemed to be initially quite excited. The foundation is said to be full coverage in 60 different shades. It's water and transfer resistant and lasts looking good all day on your skin. Allegedly, Morphe had said that each foundation will be divided into 5 tone levels: light, medium, tan, rich and deep. Each of these categories will have 12 shades and have the undertones of cool, neutral, olive or warm. Now online they have had quite a bit of backlash for a number of reasons, one being the formulas look like crap. The foundations appear to stain in Nicole Consilio's swatches, and we'll get to that in a moment, and there's only a couple of undertones present in the different foundation shades, which definitely makes things difficult when it comes to being inclusive of everybody like they had initially advertised. Firstly, Manny released a review video on the Morphe foundation shades, and basically throughout the entire video, to save you 20 minutes of your life, he was saying stuff like, "Oh, I love this foundation, I'm impressed with it, you should buy it," but then proceeded to tell us that it smelled like paint, picks up on dry patches, made his skin look extremely dry, and so forth. He then went on to say this:
I feel with matte foundations, they just like fall into my pores really easily, and I'm noticing with this foundation it's doing that right here. Like I can see my pores quite largely, like they're big right here. Also my smile lines, the foundation's starting to settle in the smile lines a little bit. Don't love that either.
Now the comment section went off, and I quote, "Wait, what were the positives of this foundation again? It sounds like a lot of dryness and cracking. It transfers and smells like paint. Being that you're an affiliate, I guess I understand why you would force yourself to like this foundation. Not nearly enough cool or pink tones in the 60 shade range. Wait, so what are the positives again? This seems very dishonest. Why would you recommend the primer to us when you kept pointing out your pores in the entire video? I feel like maybe you shouldn't have done this review because of the relationship, because you did a lot of extra explaining in this video that you definitely wouldn't do with a random brand. Manny, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like the foundation and concealer on you. I wouldn't call it a hit. You can literally see where the concealer and foundation meet. Morphe foundation is $18, MAC Studio Fluid is $21. I'ma stick with MAC. Plus the MAC Skin Base Primer is amazing. Only primer that goes with every foundation. I am glad Manny didn't just kiss Morphe's ass, but he did try and make it seem like he liked it more than he actually did. IMO. I do like the Morphe setting spray though, because it mounts everything so nicely. Its mist is so fine though that I end up spraying way too much because I can't feel it, lol. But that's my fault. So it appeared like he was just contradicting himself throughout this entire video, doing heaps of explaining, so it wasn't really a true authentic review. What's new though? He wants that affiliate coin, honey.
Thank you, next bitch.
Manny Mua then came onto Snapchat last night and tried to explain himself.
So please check your DM if your name is Leticia. What is up, you guys? Hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. So I wanted to come on here really quickly because I've had a couple questions of people asking about my Morphe review yesterday. Some people were confused about my review. So I just want to come on here and explain it to you guys a little bit better. I said in my video that it is a very matte, very full coverage, kind of drying foundation. And if you are dry, I do not think that you will like this foundation, and that you would have to kind of work with it a lot to be able to like it. After 8 hours of wear with no touch-ups, you guys saw the way my face looked. It was oily in the T-zone and areas. I was oily, I never touched up, not once. And the foundation still stayed on my skin. If I go 8 hours without touching up my skin, I will always come out looking oily. No matter what, my skin will always, the oil will always break through, no matter what. So I judged the foundation based off of my personal experience and how my skin reacts to other drying matte foundations. Every matte foundation I've ever worn falls into my pores. Every single matte foundation I've ever worn will crack on my smile lines. If it's a matte drying foundation, that will always be the case for my skin. I'll always look a little bit cakier. And the reason I ended up giving the foundation a positive review is because, one, it did last on my skin without any touch-ups. It was still on my skin. There was little spots on my forehead that I touched that came off, but it was still on my skin after 8+ hours of wear with no touch-ups. 2, the coverage was really nice. It looked beautiful. It covered up literally everything on my skin. There was no imperfections left on my skin at all. The coverage was very much there. And the reason I also gave it a hit is because if you are very oily, it will last on your skin. And the last reason is the price point. Honestly, if the foundation was $50, I probably would have said pass. But it's $18, you know, and it lasts nicely and it covers nicely, and it will be good for oily skin, so that's why I gave it a hit. But as I said in my video, if you are dry, if you have some dry patches, if you have very porous skin, if you have texture on your skin, it will emphasize it because it is a full coverage matte foundation. And I don't think you'll like that. So that's just my 2 cents. So all in all, if you are oily as fuck and you're looking for a full coverage as matte foundation, that's gonna last on your skin for hours at a good price point, this is a great buy. But if you are dry as the Sahara Desert, I would not recommend. That's that. Okay, you guys, I am so grateful. Thank you to everyone who has messaged me about the fact that the gas meter, like in a car, there's an arrow on it and it points left or right, and it tells you which side the gas tank is on. However, I do not know if my car has that because my car is a hybrid car. So it runs on electric and it runs on gas. So I'll have to check next time I'm in my car, but I'm hoping that it does.
So Nicole Consilio is also an alleged affiliate of Morphe, and she got sent all the foundations to review. She initially took to Twitter, and I quote, "What are you guys' thoughts? This is the swatches of almost all of the dark shades from the Morphe Foundation. Definitely some interesting undertones going on. I felt like they were a little ashy and one of the shades looked very orange. Also, don't shoot the messenger y'all, lol, I'm just showing the shades that I was asked. I'm not agreeing with the range or the undertones. Also babes, I know these shades will look totally different on people of colour. I was just swatching because my DMs were flooded with requests. Not really sure how helpful it is, but to possibly give some idea to the shades." Then Jackie Ina responded, "I want to see, these look sketchy, but also it's going to be incredibly hard to get an accurate swatch up against your skin tone. These on me would look completely different compared to you. So I think it's too soon to judge and I haven't opened my box yet, so I don't know." To which Nicole replied, "Oh yes, I 200% agree, can't wait for your swatches." Now a fan had tweeted her, "The undertones look so weird, oh my god, it's like grey." Another fan tweeted, "Can't really tell, I would prefer someone with a darker shade to swatch the foundations." To which Nicole responded, "Yes, of course, I agree." Then Nicole tweeted, "Here is more of the light shades swatched of the Morphe foundations. My hand is a little stained from swatching the previous shades, so I'm assuming you have to blend this foundation fast so it doesn't dry." Another fan tweeted, "Those look hella dry to be honest. Are you gonna do a video testing out the products and doing a wear test?" To which Nicole responded, "Yes, I'm filming a wear test right now." Here was her swatching of the dark shades.
So I just took the liberty of swatching all of the deeper shades in the Morphe collection. This is them. I know a bunch of you guys were requesting this, so I hope that this is helpful. There's no flash. This is what it looks like.
And here was her swatching of the light shades.
My hand is a little bit stained, but here are primarily the lighter tone shades, the lightest shades. We have some yellow undertones. So yeah, this is pretty much what we're working with.
Now Nicole was under fire because Morphe had allegedly contacted her to swatch the foundations on Twitter, and she was making out like she went out of her way to swatch the shades herself without anyone telling her to. So it's all very messy, and to be honest, I'll be waiting to watch the Morphe reviews on people who aren't affiliated with Morphe to get a better understanding of what these foundation shades are truly like, and if they are indeed worth the hype. That's all for this investigation. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. All my social media will be linked down below, and I'll see you guys in our next investigation.